What's good, YouTube? Back with another vid. We back with another reaction video. Yes, sir. We got 4 times young NBA players destroyed their idols. I'm thinking Devin Booker and Kobe. That's what I'm thinking. Their idols. Damn. Ingram and KD. Because in high school, Ingram was always compared to KD, and KD was his favorite player. There's some other ones I just can't think of right now, but bump it. Let's get into the vid. You already know the drill. I got me some food with me, and I got little Capri Sun. I got the best. I already started grubbing up on the food, so I only got like a couple of fries and like one tender. That's it. Let me know what y'all eating in the comments below, for real.
I guess I would have never had those visions if I hadn't seen.
Yeah, Kobe and Jordan. I can't believe I forgot that one. Kobe and Jordan.
No matter where a player comes from or where he ends up, almost.
I really can't believe I forgot that one. That's the easiest one. That's the most known one.
A player who inspired and motivated them to strive for greatness. Michael Jordan looked up to Dr. J, Kobe looked up to Mike, Devin Booker looked up to Kobe, and Tyler Herro looked up to Devin Booker. But unlike them, the vast majority of us will never get to play against the players who we looked up to. It's only something we can dream about. But what if you not only got to play against the player who inspired you, but you also balled out and beat that player at his own game?
That's crazy.
What if you used your arsenal and skills against
You
the
could
man
literally
that
tell
taught
that
you
nigga, hey, yo, I am
and
better
gave
than you,
buckets in
nigga.
the
You're getting
process?
old.
I say such a feat would fall in the category of every Hooper's dream.
Nigga, you're getting old.
Throughout NBA
I'm better than
history,
you.
many future stars went on to do just this.
Your old 2017, 2018 dribble moves don't work no more.
Jordan got to face off against his childhood idol, Julius Erving. But this wasn't the first time they had played each other. Earlier that same season, they had 3 other games where they were virtually evenly matched, going toe-to-toe, bucket for bucket. But in the last matchup of Jordan's rookie season, the scale of their brief rivalry would tip drastically. MJ dealing with Dr. J, fairly similar to how he dealt with everyone else.
Johnson 6.4. Michael's going to take an 18-footer, and he'll zip it. Alley-oop to Jordan. He's going to be right there. And officially has 10. Oh, Jordan, and stayed with it. Jordan, the turnaround dotted line. 2 for Jordan, and he has 11. Oh, look at that move by Michael. Watley to Michael.
See how quick that was? All my files is gone now. I really should have waited, but I really could. I'm sorry. I've been fucked out. This is my first meal of the day, man. That's all I had.
Jordan going to shoot it from 18. Yes. Jordan, yes. He had the good court sense to make the shot go through. I don't mean through the basket, which would eventually.
In 38 minutes, a rookie Michael Jordan goes absolutely berserk on a veteran all-star Julius Erving, dropping 40 points in just 21 shots. Julius Erving was held to just 19 points on the night. After going back and forth with his childhood idol all season long, Julius Erving didn't just hand Mike the torch. Mike snatched it out of Dr. J's hand, because from this game forward, Mike spent the next 2 seasons giving Julius the business every time they faced off, averaging 37 points per game against Julius until he retired in 1987. And by then, Julius admired Michael's game just as much as Michael admired his. And the same admiration was shared between 2 other successors within Dr. J's lineage, the master and the student. Throughout his entire youth, Devin Booker looked up to Kobe in his game, even saying that he shaped his entire game after Kobe's. But with Devin Booker being 18 years younger than Kobe, the idea of playing against his idol in the NBA was pretty far-fetched growing up. It would take a miracle for this to occur. And by miracle, I mean Kobe.
Yeah, that was good, I'm not gonna lie.
And Booker entering the league at just 18 years old. A unique situation that granted Booker the opportunity to play against the one and only Kobe Bryant. Their first scheduled matchup taking place on November 16th, 2015. The first of just a few chances for Booker to go head-to-head against his mentor. But Kobe didn't suit up that night.
Damn.
Missed opportunity.
Why was he injured?
Booker would get another shot against the Black Mamba less than 2 months later on January 3rd. Scratch that, Kobe was inactive for this game as well. Okay, No sweat.
You smiling too while you put the smile.
When the Suns were scheduled to
Too
face
bad,
off against
nigga.
the
You
Lakers
couldn't play me.
this was Booker's time to shine. Except it wasn't, because Kobe was absent from this game as well.
Damn.
It was against the Lakers, but
I mean, he could do that. Like,
now remember, this was
they're not gonna tell him on the Lakers, nah, you can't do that. Like, come on, bro.
This
Like,
season, he would never get the chance to. But as fate would have
imagine
it,
telling
the Suns
Kobe,
would
yo,
play the
you
Lakers
can't sit out these
one
many
more
games,
time
bro.
that
Go
season.
play.
This time around,
Imagine
Kobe was
that,
laced
yo.
up and ready to go.
Rest in peace
So
to
was the
Kobe,
19-year-old
though, for real.
Booker.
There you go.
As the Kobe Farewell Tour passes through the desert, it's the Phoenix Suns versus the Los Angeles Lakers on Fox Sports Arizona.
Kobe thought he could catch him. Body fat, working on your game. It's things that you can still do.
Here's Devin Booker working an assist to the Lakers 3. Oh, raising up.
He's mellow.
There's no question.
Come on, Kobe, where you at?
With his third.
Man, look at that. Ah, ooh.
Wow. Pitch rolls out here.
Hey, you gotta admire, though. You gotta admire it, though.
Well, I love it because he
Booker,
Imagine hating on it, yo.
only game
Yo,
he would ever get to play against the
that's
Kobe
crazy.
Bryant did not
I wonder how
hesitate to
I wonder
pull
how
stops and show off his
how would y'all
entire
feel
going straight to
if y'all
his
idol
corner
just
from Kobe
didn't like what
and
you was
using
doing?
his
Like,
moves
nah,
against the man himself, dropping 28 and 7 on the night. Now,
like nah, you
out
don't
of
fuck with you,
76
like
games Devin
shit
Booker
like
played
that.
this
Like that's crazy.
season,
You would
take
be
a
like,
wild guess when
damn,
and where his best
what do I do?
was. And that's no coincidence. After the game, Kobe spoke about Booker and how extremely skilled and gifted he was, noting that Booker tried to use his signature move against him.
Yeah, imagine if your idol said, nah, that nigga's a bum, bro. He's not gifted. He's stealing my moves. Like, why can't you create your own? Like, yo, what if somebody said that to you? What if your idol said that to you? What you going
You're
to?
not gonna beat me on my move, man. Like, you know. But I mean, it was great to see. It was absolutely great to see, and because I remember, I did the same thing with MJ. I think he's fantastic. I think he has the right attitude. He has the right competitive spirit. I think his footwork's extremely sound. His fundamentals are extremely sound. And now it's just about him figuring out exactly what his game is. And then he can go to that every single night and then make counters off of it. But the skills are there.
The last thing that Kobe said to Booker on the court that night was be legendary, something that Booker will carry with him for the rest of his life. Speaking of being legendary, one of the few active players that has reached this elusive status is Kevin Durant, a player that quite possibly gets more comparisons than any other player in the NBA. Quick question, what do you call a young, extremely long and tall forward who can shoot the ball well? You call him the next Kevin Durant. Or
Yeah.
at least that's what we continue to see from basketball fans year after year with up-and-coming players that even slightly resemble KD. But one player that has lived up to that title better than anyone else.
Damn, where's that nigga
is
at?
Brandon
I knew that
Ingram.
name. That shit said 7 years
Comparisons
ago.
to Durant
Where is that
dating
nigga
back to high
at?
school, when everything down to his demeanor, playstyle, and stature reminded fans of the Slim Reaper. And this is exactly by Brandon Ingram's design.
Yeah, I was talking about this.
Do you have a favorite player? Somebody that you idolize or somebody that you try to model your game after when you
I seen this.
not necessarily.
Well, I ain't see the whole thing, but I seen it on Instagram. I seen this on Instagram.
I'm tall, I'm athletic, I can shoot, like I can play basketball. Like this is who I want to be on the court.
For me, it was always Kevin Durant, really. I watched him in high school. I watched
Like we all did know that. For real. Like, come on, we kinda knew. Like, who was he going like that's
when I seen him.
almost damn near 7 feet?
And you could say that Ingram
Like, come
did
on,
a
bro.
solid
Who
job of
else?
shaping his
Who
game
else,
after
nigga?
Kevin Durant, since KD had this to say after playing against Ingram way back in 2016, before Ingram even played a single game in the NBA.
Oh man, he reminds me of myself, but he's a little farther along than I was at that stage. And I feel like, if he continue to keep working, he's with a great organization that's going to push him and put him in good positions to be who he is. And he continue to just work hard, man, and believe in himself. Everything is possible for him. So, he's a great player, man. I had to watch him almost every game this season. I'm a huge fan. So, it's somebody, first person I can say that I can look in the mirror and look at him and I feel like I'm looking in the mirror. So, I'm rooting for him.
What year was that?
Just 16 months later, Ingram would give KD problems on the big
When did
stage.
when did Ingram get traded? Did Ingram get traded the same time Lonzo got traded? I mean, what the fuck? What am I talking about? Did Ingram get drafted the same time Lonzo got drafted? Because if they did, when did Lonzo get drafted again? Because it was him, Kuzma, and Ingram that got drafted to the Lakers, right? All three of them, right? Or was Ingram like a year before Lonzo or some shit like that? I don't remember.
Ingram underneath, adjustment to finish the play. Brandon Ingram,
But he had to have gotten drafted like 2017, 2018, something like that. Something over there. Something in that ballpark over there. Like 2017, 2018. That's when we got drafted, I think. It was 2016? Damn, for real? I was like, wow. Wow.
Brandon Ingram just picked Kevin Durant's pocket. Well, here's
After an overtime thriller, the Warriors ended up getting the win. But a young Brandon Ingram, for the first time, outdueled the man that he shaped his entire game after, dropping 32 points with 3 blocks and 2 steals to Durant's 29 points. It was clear from tip-off that Ingram wanted to show Durant he wasn't just another kid who received an unwarranted comparison. But you want to know what's crazier than a 20-year-old outscoring a prime Kevin Durant? Those 32 points that Ingram scored were by far the most points he had scored in a game all season. And just like with Booker and Kobe, this was no coincidence.
But you gotta respect it, though.
And we're going to go over to Jay Will right now. But when people say, the comparison people make of you, projecting you forward, is to Russell Westbrook. Jay Bill, as you heard in that little segment there, saying he's Russell Westbrook. When you hear people say that,
I never seen this. I never knew that.
It's a good feeling, but at the same
I
time,
think Ja plays like Russell.
I just want to be Ja, and Westbrook obviously is my favorite player. So just hearing that,
what?
Good, but
I ain't know that
I don't
either.
want to be nobody else. I just want to be Ja.
Our favorite player is Russell. Okay. I guess I could kind of see it. I guess. Ja could shoot better than Russell.
Down there at his home in South Carolina. I want to talk about.
But I guess I see it.
Westbrook with an education and anticipation there.
Oh, Russell fucked him up.
Would be in favor of the little guy, did you?
Yeah, Russell dropped buckets on him.
In the 2019 draft, Ja Morant was getting every comparison in the book, from John Wall to De'Aaron Fox.
That's what I thought, John Wall. Even Derrick Rose, yeah. Russell Westbrook?
Was Russell Westbrook. Ja Morant often citing Westbrook as an inspiration and a player.
I see Ja Morant more comparable to John Wall or Derrick Rose.
To the league when Russ handed him 33
Russell?
and 8.
I mean, I guess.
Points in their first ever match.
Yes, I see
It
it.
was a rude awakening for Morant, who admired Russ's game, but was now for the first time on the receiving end of Russ's beatdowns. But just 12 months later, Morant faced off against Russ again. And this time, Westbrook was nothing more than another player in Morant's way.
Apparently what they're going to do is they're going to do away. Here's Morant. Have to hustle back.
It's recent.
Those slow breaks. They're able to get it. Beal closes out. And Ja going baseline. And 7 international players on this Washington roster. 2 of them combined there. Wow. Ja.
That's a tough bucket.
Morant's 3rd assist of the game rises and hits. He's had to lobby hard for that call. Tony Brothers finally made it.
Bro,
Morant,
that's like 3 floaters in a row.
Side the 3-point line. 89.
I was about to say that. That's full.
Morant, full head of steam against Neto. Yes! Winning record on the road. Losing record at home. Morant floats it and hit. Winslow. Morant. 3. Bingo. Why not?
Like if he if he was forced to shoot 3
since Morant got shut down,
one whole game,
completely flipped the tables on Russ.
His 3-point percentage wouldn't be bad. Like it wouldn't be Russell bad. It would be like John Wall percentage or like Derrick Rose percentage, something like that.
The Wizards had to switch Russ off of Morant to try to stop his offensive attack. But Russ and the Wizards couldn't stop him. He was just too quick, too shifty, and too good. And quickly, Ja has gained the respect of the man he was once compared to. If Russ was holding a torch here, he'd be handing it to Ja. All of these players once dreamed of just playing in the NBA. The idea of getting the best of their childhood idol, nearly impossible to even fathom. Michael Jordan was in the 6th grade when Julius Erving won his first ABA championship. Devin Booker was 9 years old when Kobe dropped 81. By the time Durant won his first scoring title, Brandon Ingram hadn't even played his first AAU game. And when Russell Westbrook was
ugly as hell
on his high school basketball team, the odds of these young players
ugly as fuck back then. Damn.
Slim to none. And yet, Those odds never stop.
I know, because I'm
I wonder
ugly.
if anyone watching this video right now will accomplish this same feat. As they say, work until your idols become your rivals. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, until next time.
Bro, I keep thinking. Is that it? Done. That's the end of the vid. That's the end reaction video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit the subscribe button. Come on. Click that subscribe button. Go and hit 100 subs. Yes, I'm making the push to 100 subs. I repeat, I am making the push. I said the push. The push to 100 subs. So hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, also hit the like button. Comment down below. And you can also comment what videos you want me to react to. And follow me on IG. Link is in the description down below. And I'm out. Peace.